My friend, wherever you are and whatever you're doing, I hope that this finds you well and in good spirits. If you've ever listened to my podcast, you know that I'm all about your psychology and particularly interested in helping you to create an extraordinary mindset that will help you to live an extraordinary life and overcome all of the challenges and disappointments that will certainly come your way in the most stylish, honorable, and graceful way. By now, you also know that I'm all about positive psychology. Positive psychology being the study of success, of happiness, of achievement, and how to live an awesome and meaningful life. One of the most important parts of positive psychology is the understanding that you can grow, that you can cultivate and nurture an extraordinary mindset, helpful habits, and awesome behaviors. So regardless of whether you feel like you have an inclination or a disposition, or perhaps you feel that your brain seems to notice all the problems and all the bad things that are happening or that can happen in the world around you, positive psychology and growth mindset psychology tell us something very different. We can become aware of our challenges and learn to teach our brain to focus differently and our bodies to do something better. Remember that your brain and body will learn to do anything you consistently ask them to do, whether it's driving your car, painting, drawing, playing a sport, doing mathematics, running marathons, public speaking. Yes, you can train, nurture, help, and teach your brain to become more optimistic. The question is, why would you even want to be more optimistic? Are there specific benefits to you for why you would want to become more optimistic? Man, I thought you would never ask. Well, the easy answer to that question is absolutely and unequivocally yes. Here are some of the benefits that you're going to experience in your life by being more optimistic. You will literally live 6 to 8 years longer by simply having an optimistic mindset. Like, it's that good for your health. It's that good for your body. You're going to feel happier more of the time. You're going to become more emotionally resilient and gritty. You're going to bounce back from setbacks, rejection, a bad score on a test, or even from tragic events quicker and better. You're going to perform better in school, in sports, at work, and in relationships. You're going to be sick less and recover from illness quicker. You're going to be more successful at work. You're going to connect with people more easily because people like being around optimistic people. You're going to feel more motivated and work harder. As a result, you're going to succeed more often. Basically, optimists see themselves and life differently in 3 different ways. Optimists believe that they're in control, or at least that they can impact and influence themselves and the circumstances around them. In other words, optimists believe that they can learn, they can improve, they can make things better for themselves and others, whereas pessimists feel as though they're doomed. Things are out of their control. There's nothing they can do, and things aren't going to change. In fact, they're going to get worse. It's easy to see why pessimists feel unmotivated and experience more anxious and sad feelings. Optimists don't personalize their faults or mistakes. All that really means is that when they fail a class or get rejected, they tell themselves, hey, it's normal to get rejected. Not everybody's going to like me or going to want to be my friend. I'll try to connect and make friends elsewhere with somebody else. If they fail biology, optimists can say, man, that was hard for me. Next year, I'm going to have to work a little harder and ask for help a little bit earlier, and then I'm sure I can get a better score. Pessimists would say, getting rejected is the worst. It's so embarrassing. I'm never going to get a boyfriend. I'm never going to get a girlfriend. I'm never going to make the team. I'm never going to make friends. I'm just not a likable person. I'm never going to be good at biology or language arts. Optimists believe that things can change, that they're not chronic, they're not permanent, they're not fatal. If they have a bad game, they believe that they can improve and have a better game next time. If they have a bad run, they can run better next time. If they make a mistake, they believe that they can fix it and improve their situation. They believe that next year, next summer, next job, next time can be better. Pessimists, on the other hand, believe that things are only going to get worse, that math is stupid, that the coach is dumb, that all girls are boring, that all boys are rude, and that things are never, ever, ever going to change. Seeing yourself and events differently is absolutely huge. So how can you flex and exercise those optimism muscles and feel happier, more motivated, less upset, and in turn succeed more often? Well, here are the 3 steps that I guarantee will help you. And one of them is going to feel a little strange to you. 1, pay attention and begin to notice the pessimistic thoughts and happen inside your brain. To help you do this, and this is the strange one, imagine a really ugly troll. And I promise I'm not making a judgment on trolls. There are pretty trolls as well. But imagine a really ugly troll. Maybe they've got like really green purplish skin. They're wearing dirty overalls and they're just unpleasant, and their main goal is to make your life miserable, to cause you fear, to cause you to doubt yourself. Imagine that the thoughts in your mind, the pessimistic thoughts that are originating in your mind, are coming from this troll. And whenever you hear yourself saying things like, I'm never gonna make it, or I'm terrible at this, or I hate school, or I just suck at sports, or people are just the worst, just imagine that that's the troll trying to get you to hate your life, to make you miserable, and to just suck the joy out of everything. Just realize that these thoughts are coming from somewhere outside of you. Like, make them separate from you. 2, challenge the grumpy, grouchy, and obnoxious troll with reasonable and intelligent ideas. Like, well, just because I didn't make it this time doesn't mean I won't in the future. Or just because I didn't make it into the soccer team, that I can't try something else and maybe I'll love that even more. Or I didn't make it at this, but if I keep trying, like, I may make it or I'll get better if it's important for me. Or school was really hard this year, next year, I'm going to be a little more involved. I'm going to be a little friendlier. I'm going to work a little harder. Or I didn't do very good at sports this year. This year, I'm really going to commit my time and focus. And instead of getting angry and bitter and feeling all victimized, I'm going to get better. Or sometimes people can be selfish. They can be hurtful. They can be mean. But not everybody is this way. I guess I'll keep looking for people that are fun, nicer, and adventurous. In fact, I'll work on becoming a little more that way myself. I hope you can see the difference between the two different types of thinking. One that is optimistic, one that is hopeful, one that is powerful. Powerful meaning you can do something. The other is pessimistic. It's hopeless. It's powerless. My friend, it's time to challenge that troll and get your life back. I need you to become the architect of your life. 3, get to work and keep at it. Remember that our brains can have a little bit of a negative bias. What does that mean? It just means that your brain remembers negative events more easily and notices negative events in the present or in the future easily. So training your brain to become a little bit more open to optimism, to positive outcomes, to you being able to do something about your life instead of just being a little pawn on a chessboard will help you to develop this awesome psychology and perspective that I guarantee will help to make you more successful, happier, more motivated, and better with the people around you. Well, what do you think? Are you more naturally optimistic, pessimistic? Regardless of whatever you think you are, you now know a more significant and deeper truth. You can learn and practice optimism and become better at it. Let's find that troll, learn to hear it, and then take steps to challenge some of the nonsense and hopeless grossness that it's spewing out at you like vomit. Okay, I think I made that plenty gross. Anyways, invest in optimism.